ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready?
For real? Hell yeah, dude.
Two of them.
All right, guys, first fish on the board. Bear pulled in a smallmouth, 14.5 inches. I'm gonna put a photo up here. And yeah, so we started out with a wacky rig. Ironically, right after Bear said he was not going to fish a wacky rig in cold weather. So he's gonna wait a little bit, let the water warm up before he starts throwing a wacky, and immediately pulls a smallie out. So we're already on the board early. Our goal today was really to just get a limit. That's really our goal. There's two reasons for that. One, we really think that a limit is going to be competitive simply because the weather is awful. We were actually sleeping in a tent last night. It was super cold, double blankets, raining, and it is not supposed to really get much warmer. I'm actually wearing rain gear and it's not even supposed to rain. I just need the extra protection. So it's gonna be cold water. It's gonna be a long, cold day. So we're hoping to get on a limit early and then be able to just spend the rest of the day trying to call up, because we do think that just 5 total fish of 12 inches will put us in the money. On another thought about that is the fact that for the angler of the year, as long as we get a limit, we pretty much lock up the angler of the year race. So we also are kind of motivated to make, at the very least, our lowest score be 60 inches instead of a 0, which we've already got 14 on the board and a long day ahead. All right, guys, 14.5 inch smallmouth bass, pretty fish. Number 2 on the board, that is 30 inches so far, guys, and we are still looking at, lines in was 25 minutes ago. It's gonna be a good day. I don't know if we both can anchor and try. I don't know if there's enough weight. Go bit. You know you can go under bridges. In Canada, we don't do that. I see what you mean. Yes. There's many pylons, yes. Hey, we know them. Hey, there's a whole nother lake over here. All right, guys, little, I guess, kind of end of the day check-in. We covered a lot of water. We basically went all the way to the southernmost end of this lake. We went pretty much all the way to the northernmost point without hitting the main part of the lake. And we still only have 3 fish to show for it. We have roughly a couple of hours left before the end of the tournament. And I'm going to be completely honest. I am ready for a nap. It was a long night last night, staying in the campground. It was raining and cold. I got wet. It was pretty interesting today. The forecast was supposed to be, chilly with no wind. We got rain, wind, and extra chilly. So we're just going to kind of ride it out. We're going to try to persevere, grind out, maybe get a few more fish before we head back. But what we're doing is a little simple strategy that I like to do when it's real nasty. It's just a great way to not wear yourself out, and that is you kind of get pointed in a direction towards home and you just ride the current all the way back. So you just kind of keep changing the position of your kayak and just coast. You don't need to pedal. You just let nature propel you towards home. Luckily, the wind is going back towards the ramp, so it's going to allow us to just kind of ride it back through. I'm going to be working chatterbait, a square bill, probably a lipless, loud moving baits because of the current that we got going on. There is still quite a bit of wind, quite a bit of current down there, so I want to get something loud that gets noticed, and hopefully I can get the attention of something. Otherwise, the next time you guys see us, we'll be at the ramp telling you the final results. Well, we didn't catch anything else. We got one more fish on the board, and it ended up being a brutal day on the water. As you can kind of see from this footage right here, it was so nasty that I couldn't record an outro. We had 30-mile-an-hour sustained wind, constant rain, constant wind, nasty conditions, and we just were never able to really put together a good pattern that allowed us to get some fish on the board. So we went from winning the last tournament to placing 5th out of 7, and did not place in the money, did not do very well at all. We actually set ourselves up so that at the championship, we are going to need to really do well. So stay tuned for the last event of this series. The last tournament of the year is coming up very soon. We are going to rebound. We are going to come back with a vengeance because we are now hungry because of the beatdown that Lake Memphremagog provided us here. I want to thank you guys for coming along with us. I really appreciate you guys taking time to watch this video. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, let's get out there, catch more fish.